Hello and welcome to Manessa TV. I am so psyched that you are here. I created this channel because I have a lot of content out there related to creating joy and fulfillment in your life, which is one of my big passions. I believe that we all deserve to live a life of joy and fulfillment, and I think that there's a lot of paths to get there, and there's a lot of barriers and challenges to accomplishing that goal. For me, some of those challenges have been around a belief that I had that if I checked off a certain set of boxes that I would be happy. Grow up, get married, have a job, get a house, and then you're going to be happy. And discovering at a certain point in my life that I checked off all the boxes and I wasn't happy, and trying to figure out, well, what would make me happy? And I had not having any idea about that, and discovering what inside me actually brings true joy. And it was through that journey of discovery that I met so many incredible people who had all been on very similar journeys, much like you might be as well, where you have also reached a point where you're like, I've done all these things. Maybe I've had a business, I have a good job, I have a good title, I have kids, I don't have kids, I have dogs, I have a house, whatever it is that you sort of had as the story that you were told growing up, and that really we internalize saying, okay, these are the things that will make me happy, and these are the things that I'm supposed to do, and this is how I'm supposed to behave, and this is how I'm supposed to show up, right? We have sheaths of paper with checklists of what we're supposed to do, behave, show up, and be in order to be successful, happy, productive members of society, or just to have enough value to exist in some cases. In our minds, some of these stories, I'll tell you, I had a story I told myself that says if I was not helping someone or providing a service to someone or doing work for someone else, I quite literally had no value on this planet, right? And so that belief system was very, very hard to undo, because if I truly believe that, then I'm going to be working nonstop even when I'm asleep, because I don't feel like I deserve to be on the planet if I don't do something for someone else every minute of every day. This channel came from deconstructing these stories and starting to build my own framework for what joy looks like to me. And it was on this journey that I realized that we all have to figure this out for ourselves. That there are a lot of tools, a lot of resources, a lot of coaches, a lot of ways to find joy, a lot of ways to find happiness, and to construct the life that you want to live exactly the way you want to live it. But it requires a lot of self-awareness and intentionality and direction. But I think for me, when I first started out, I didn't have any of those things. And I had to go hunting to find all of the little bits and pieces that over the years I built into, this is my framework, this is how I'm doing it. It took forever. It was really hard. There were so many bumps and bruises, and I spent a lot of time crying and feeling like, God, am I just crazy? But here I am now on the other side of it, and I'm like, holy shit, it was so worth it. Yes, it is worth it. It does make a difference, but it doesn't have to be that hard to go from, what would make me happy, to knowing that, right? And that is where this channel came from. This channel came from an idea that I didn't want you to have to work that hard to find the people that I had to work so hard to find. So this channel contains a series of my Stop Shitting All Over Yourself podcasts, which are the guests that I bring on, and conversations that we have are very much related to some of the infrastructural ideas that I had to challenge to start to be willing to even seize my own happiness and joy, to give myself permission to be happy. Because first before I could be happy, I had to do that. The second set of videos in here that's super important is my Commitment to Clock Out series for research administrators. I am a passionate research administrator. I love the job. I think it's actually one of the best careers in the world. So fun, so great. But we as a group tend to be extremely overworked, and the industry itself is in a crisis because of how many research administrators are retiring simply because of the administrative burden and overwork. But I think there's a different option. There's a third option available between stay in and burn yourself out and then quit and not be a research administrator. There's a space in the middle where you get to enjoy your research administration life and also have a life. If you have any questions or you need anything at all, please feel free to ping me, reach out to me, and do not forget to hit that subscribe button, because you do not want to miss any joy-filled content when I publish it.